Hi everyone, this is Leslie coming to you live on this beautiful Wednesday, June 20th, for an all new episode of Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love. I am Leslie Swan, and today we are going to be talking about the exciting topic of millennial buyers and 5 things you need to know if you are thinking of selling your home. 5 things you need to know about millennial home buyers. But before we get into that topic, as we wait for some people to join us, always like to remind you that we always appreciate likes, hearts, thumbs up, wows, for anything that maybe either you like that we're discussing or that, that you want us to cover more of. Of course, comments and questions are always welcome as well, because we definitely would love for this to be a discussion, not just me monologuing to you, although I can do that with the best of them. Hi, Phil. Hi, Victoria. Thanks so much for joining us today. As you're joining us too, if you could share where you are joining us from, that would be awesome. Hi, Alec. Thanks for joining us. And of course, again, always remembering, please keep any questions, comments coming. If you have any feedback, we always love to hear that, and you can just put that in the comments section, or you can certainly direct message us separately or email us at info@theswanteamoc.com or call us at 949-444-1601. But again, keep all the hearts, the likes, the wows, keep those coming. And again, thank you so much for watching. Also, another quick reminder is that on our Facebook page, you can look left and you will see an option to get email updates from us, which include the monthly housing report, our weekly blog post, or our monthly newsletter, as well as a buyer guidebook and a seller guidebook. So if you're interested in any of those items, you can certainly click on that and start getting those emailed to you. So hi, Will, thanks for joining us. So if you do want to receive any of those via email, certainly sign up for those as well. So again, as everyone joins in, please remember, feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments as we are going along, and I will try to answer them as best as possible. So 5 things you need to know about millennial home buyers. Obviously, this is geared towards sellers, because it's important to know who your audience is and who your buyers are going to be, because if you want to get top dollar for your home, then you want to make sure that you're providing something that is attractive and something that they are looking for. Let's see. Oh, hi, Victoria, by the way. Thanks for letting us know that you are Mission VA watching your new next door neighbor move in. That's very exciting. Hopefully they are wonderful new neighbors. So when it comes to 5 things you need to know about new millennial home buyers is that, first of all, one thing that you may want to know, and I had to double check this because I wanted to make sure I knew, because let's face it, I don't walk around knowing exactly what age a baby boomer is or what age a Generation X or Y. I don't even know if I'm Generation X or Y. I know I'm one of them. But needless to say, a millennial is classified by anyone that was born between 1981 and 1996. So if you didn't know, now you know. A millennial is anyone who was born between 1981 and 1996. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for joining. Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining. So that's first something important to know. And also, when it came to 2017, millennials were the largest factor in increased home ownership. So they, for the first time in 13 years, the percentage of homeowners increased in 2017, and that is in large part because of the millennials and the millennial home buyers getting into the market. Hi, Mike. Hi, Derek. Thanks for joining us. As I mentioned, we're discussing the 5 things you need to know about millennial home buyers. Again, recapping and knowing that millennials are anyone that was born between 1981 and 1996. And so here are 5 things that you should know if you're thinking about selling your home in the near future about millennials. First of all, there are 92 million millennials in the US. They are the largest population in the US right now. And they have expressed their desire to live in communities with shorter commutes to work and potential walkability or greater walkability in comparison to a larger home. So they are willing to give up size of a home to be within a community that is within walking distance and close to get to the things that they want to get to. So that's something to keep in mind. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. The second thing is that millennials have been mislabeled. And I will admit, I probably have been one to just use the term millennial in general as just, oh, those millennials. But they have been mislabeled at especially their money management, because when we had the Great Recession, that so many of them had to live at home with their parents. So there was this idea that they weren't very good at managing their money, when in fact, they are actually just as good, if not better, than any other generation at managing their money. So again, keeping that in mind, knowing that millennials are coming to the market with money saved and money in hand ready to make a purchase. And they're smart buyers. So that's something important to remember. Hi, Malia. Thanks for joining. So that's our second point about millennials as home buyers, that they have been mislabeled and they are very good at managing their money. So the third point about millennials is that they are increasingly buying more homes. In 2017, the percentage of millennials buying homes increased from 34.7% to 36%. Now, I know that's only an increase of a little over 1%, but when you look at that being the largest group and population in the US, that is a sign showing, okay, who's going to be buying homes. So again, if you are selling a home, you want to target your sale to potential buyers. Again, the millennials. Now, of course, if you're in a certain niche, tomato, however you like to say it, if you're in a certain niche type of community then that millennials might not be interested in, i.e. a senior community, then obviously this doesn't necessarily apply to you. But if you're not in a senior community, then obviously these are all good points, because again, the likelihood of a millennial to be buying your home if you're selling it is very high. So another thing, or a fourth point about millennials when it comes to what you need to know about them when selling your home, is that they conduct their home search smarter, faster, and online. And that just makes it even more imperative that your home look great in its online presence. I'm always amazed by homes that I see online that look like they obviously have not been taken by a professional photographer. And I know myself personally, I just don't even want to see them, because it makes me want to cringe. And I feel like it makes me feel like that homeowner or that agent doesn't care enough about the property to take professional photos, and as a result, probably they maybe haven't taken care of the property, and that may not even be the case, but that's the impression it gives. So again, millennials are very smart, very savvy, very quick at making their decision when it comes to home buying. So they certainly value the online photos and potentially even virtual tours, because they're very used to looking, they're very computer savvy, very tech savvy, and will watch an entire slideshow of photos on their phone. So you want to make sure that you gear your sale to the technology savvy millennials. And obviously I know there are other generations and people who aren't millennials who are tech savvy too. So it's always important to gear your sale towards that. And obviously that's also something where someone like me, as your realtor, would come in and advise you and help guide you through to make sure that we are targeting the right buyers and that we are marketing your home in such a way that it's appealing and that we'll get multiple offers on your property. And the fifth point about millennials, and the important thing to know about them when it comes to selling your house, is that they look very closely at problems, renovations, and price. So 36% of millennials are looking to avoid any kind of renovation. So over the past 10 years, I would say, especially with a lot of foreclosures that were on the market or short sales, people were always looking for the idea of a good price and something helpful, something that they could fix up. But that's ideally not what the typical millennial buyer is looking for. So if you have the opportunity to spend the money to flip a house to make it more attractive and appealing to a millennial, you'll end up getting more for your sale. So that's something to always keep in mind. Hi, Stephanie and Liz and Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us. Another thing to remember is that 47% of millennials actually bought new homes, new construction, to avoid any sort of problems or renovations in a home. So as a homeowner of an existing home and not a new home, you have to keep that in mind, that you're competing against new homes and they like the nice, shiny new countertops and the newest, latest, and greatest products that are being featured in the model homes. So that's your competition, and it's important that you understand that and know what it is so you can best compete against it and hopefully win over a millennial buyer from purchasing a new home. And then 32% were considering a better price. So they're looking at the price. They're having either a realtor check for them, or they're looking online and looking at the comps and understanding that, I understand that right now it's a seller's market, but we want to get the right value. So again, that's just something important to remember about millennials. When it comes to selling your home, millennial buyers, if we can just quickly recap, they are the largest population group in our country. They have been mislabeled because they are great money managers. They are increasingly purchasing homes. They are, as I mentioned, that since they're the largest group, they are also purchasing more homes. So again, if you're selling, they're your buyer in most cases, in 2 out of 3 cases. Number 4, millennials conduct their own search online smarter and faster than other generations. And 5th, they are looking for a home where they don't have to do any renovations, or hopefully don't have any problems. So with all of that being said, a big takeaway obviously is that you want to find the right realtor so that you have someone that is keeping all of this in mind and that they're targeting the right buyers. Obviously, if we know they're searching online, that means you most likely need to be advertising online. A quick little thing that I always like to share with clients is that I know other realtors might indicate that they send out postcards to 5,000 people in your area, which is great. But more likely than not, that is more marketing to the agent than it is actually to your property, which is why it's important that your property is marketed online so that someone from another city or another town can actively see your property in lights, and your property can be the most important to them, and can be the one that they want to purchase. And again, ideally trying to stir up as much competition and as many offers as possible for your property so that you can get the highest price and ultimately have a selection of offers and people, families to sell your home to. So again, it's very important that you hire the right realtor to help represent you in the best way possible so that, again, you get the greatest value for your biggest investment, which is your home. Having said all of that, thank you so much for all your referrals. We greatly appreciate them. Keep them coming. As always, remember our Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love motto means that we will donate $500 to the school of your choice for any property that we help you buy or sell. So keep all those referrals coming in and keep working with us because we absolutely love donating to schools. As I mentioned, I believe it was last week that we have donated over $10,000 to schools thus far. So we want to keep increasing that as much as possible to make the schools in your communities the best they possibly can be. So with that said, thanks Annalisa for joining and everyone else for joining. If you have any questions, as always, you can call me at 949-444-1601 or email me at info@theswanteamoc.com, or of course, go on our website, www.theswanteamoc.com. For more information on this topic, there's a full blog post on the blog, so you can simply go to the website, go up to the top right corner, click on blog, and you will find the entire post with even a few additional tidbits that I may have forgotten in that article as well. But as always, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm off to show houses and I'm super excited. So take care, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.